The very first thing I did when I moved in here was fill out an application. Now, I knew it was a long shot for me to get hired because you could look around and see that they don't have the funding for employees, but they have limited funding to do certain things. But put it in nevertheless, because at least you're starting a paper trail, at least you're starting a buzz, at least you're giving people the the idea that you are around and you can provide certain skills if they need them. Because I know when you're starting out from scratch, you have to tell people that you are available. You can't just sit in your house and expect something miraculous to happen. No, you got to get out there and do something. So I put in an application to let them know that I am skillful. But before they see your skill, they see you, right? And that's not always a bad thing. It's just what it is. And you have to prove to them, or at least help them let their guard down, to know that you're not, a troublemaker, that you're dependable, you're responsible, and stuff like that. And eventually they'll start asking you questions a little bit by a little bit, especially when you're starting to let yourself be known. Hey, I can clean pools. Hey, I know how to do lawn work. Hey, I've done, rubbish removal. I've done, just letting them know all your skills types, because your skill sets, because even though it's on the application, it's not as poppy as watching you doing those things out in the field, right? So you'll get the manager coming out, noticing that you're looking at the pool and you're asking questions about the pool, and you're trying to find a way to get your hands on the pool. And as you're doing that bit by bit, little by little, waiting for your time to strike, because it's going to happen, especially when you know that the pool is being neglected, or you know that the shrubberies are being neglected, or you know that the environment is being neglected, and they start seeing you picking stuff up, they start seeing you sweeping, they start seeing you doing little small things, even if it's just around where you live, your apartment complex, but they see those things, and eventually they want to ask that question, hey, can you this, that, and third. And once you get an opportunity to go after it, you take advantage of it. And that's what I did. I took advantage of it, but it took some time to get there, right? It took some time, because when I got here, my head was all jacked up, right? This is the first apartment I had in 2 years that I can actually call mine, that I can actually, put my hands on a thermostat. I can actually dictate what goes on in here, right? So I was kind of messed up coming in, but not enough to not put in an application. I wasn't that bad off, so I went ahead and put an application. The reason why I'm telling you this is because somebody asked me in my last live, did I reach out to the authorities in Oklahoma? Did I reach out to the government or whatever, and asked them some questions, or started to go to these meetings and stuff like that? And I told them no, because I was focused on my environment, my community first, and let that spread out a little bit. Somebody might connect me with somebody that can connect me with somebody that can connect me with somebody. And it all starts with your circle. It starts with your inner circle. You start to bloom out a little bit. You reach out through your skill set and your willingness to work, and eventually something hits. Don't ask me why. I just know that's just how it works. I believe it's God. I think it's a spiritual thing, but it still works nevertheless. And that's what I did. I started off just putting in 10% out of my efforts into the world. 10%, that's all. And Jordan Peterson talks about this. I put 10% in the world, and then something comes back to you. And yeah, it took about a year and a half, almost 2 years to, we've been here for a little over a year and a half now. So about a little over a year and a half for me to actually get my hands on the pool, but I got my hands on the pool. And that was my goal. My goal was to get my hands on the pool, because it's something that everybody can see. They may not see you sweeping, right? They can see things getting cleaned up, but they don't see you sweeping. But they can see that pool getting blue. They can see that, and they can see that you're out there sweating, and you're vacuuming, and you're netting, and you're testing, and you're putting in the chemicals, and you're backwashing, and all this stuff. You're constantly doing stuff like that. Every 5 minutes, somebody comes out and they, hey, the pool's looking better. Oh, okay, and that boosts up the morale of the place. Even if I'm not able to get this pool swim ready today, which I don't think I'll be able to, the fact that I got close, I believe, was enough to boost the morale in this place. And that's the only reason why I'm doing this video, guys. I'm doing this video to let you guys know that you can make a difference. All right, even if it's just 10% of your effort, you can make a difference. If you are on Section 8, if you are food stamps, or you on any type of government assistance, and you want to make a difference in your community, you can do so just by using 10%. I know a lot of people say, well, they're not paying anything for this job. They're not paying the right wages for it. Well, think about it like this. If you're getting food stamps, take that amount that you're getting, put it on a piece of paper. If you're getting assistance for your electric bill, take that amount, put it on a piece of paper. If you're getting Section 8, right, take that amount, put it down on a piece of paper. Tally all that up. That's how much the government is paying you to sit on your butt. What if you decided to say, well, they're paying me $1,800 to be in this place. Why don't I just go ahead and at least put in, I don't know, 10% of my effort into this place? Because a lot of people complain, well, the place is falling apart. Well, yeah, because you're not working it, right? I mean, if you're getting Section 8, if you're getting food stamps, if you're getting assistance for your lights, that's money coming out of somebody's pocket. It's not just free money. It's coming out of somebody's pocket. And if you have a skill set, work that thing, man. Work that thing. I don't care if it's sweeping floors. Work that thing. Somebody can sweep the floors and somebody else can bust the cobwebs off the ceiling. You know what I mean? I mean, that right there, just making the place look better a little bit will encourage people to do more. Well, there's people that are lazy out here and all this other stuff. Yeah, I agree. But the more you put in, the more people will start seeing it. At first, people are going to gnash at the teeth. That's just what it is. Why y'all doing this? Why y'all doing it? I wouldn't do that, and I won't do that. They don't pay nothing. They don't pay nothing. But weeks go by, and you start realizing those very same people that said they wouldn't be doing stuff, because they see your life getting better. They see the environment is getting better, and they want to do better. It's what is it? It's contagious. It's contagious. So it's hard to break through that negative shell. It's really difficult. But if you are determined to get out of the rut that you're in financially, if you're determined, you'll get out of there. It might take a couple of months. It might take a couple of years. It might be hard. Heck, some of you, the best you can do is stand up and sit down 15 times. Stand up, sit down. Stand up, sit down. Stand up, sit down. Just to get your knees working better. That's the 10% that you can put in. It could be anything, man. You can do it with 15, 45 push-ups. You can do it with sit-ups. You can do it with pull-ups. You can do it with cleaning your own home, right? Don't just be all over the place having everything everywhere. Just start finding a place for a place. Start finding a designated place for everything you have. Just start there. It's the little things that you do that will remap your mind to do better. And if you are determined, I assure you, it will become contagious. You'll see people in your home doing the same thing. Next thing you know, y'all start doing that outside. And next thing you know, you're changing somebody's brakes. And next thing you know, you're cleaning a pool. And next thing you know, you're the management of the company. That's how it works. You just got to be willing to put in the effort. Hope this helps.